It's late. You're playing music. Suddenly, pounding on the door. It's the police because a neighbor complained. If you open that door, do you have to let them inside? The answer could keep you out of handcuffs. Before we dive in, please note, I am not an attorney and this is not legal advice. This is strictly for educational and informational purposes. Now, let's set the scene. You are in your own home. Maybe you're hosting a dinner party, or maybe you're just watching a movie with the volume up a little too high. A neighbor gets annoyed and calls 911 to report a noise complaint. Minutes later, officers are knocking on your front door. Here is the most common mistake people make. They swing the door wide open. They stand in the doorway, totally exposed, and say, "What's the problem, officer?" By doing that, you have just given up a massive tactical and legal advantage. See, under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, your home is your castle. It has the highest level of protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. Generally speaking, the police cannot enter your home without a warrant signed by a judge. However, there are exceptions, and a noise complaint puts you in a tricky gray area. Police can enter without a warrant if there are exigent circumstances, basically an emergency. If they hear screaming, gunshots, or sounds of a violent struggle, they're coming in, and the law supports that. They are protecting life. But loud music, a barking dog, the sound of a TV, courts have generally ruled that a simple noise violation is not an emergency that justifies kicking down your door or forcing entry without a warrant. So why do they try to come in anyway? Because of the plain view doctrine. If you open the door wide, anything the officer sees from the doorway is fair game. If they see something illegal on your coffee table in the background, or if they smell something suspicious, they now have probable cause to enter. Once they're inside, they can arrest you and search the immediate area. So how do you handle the neighbor complaint without escalating the situation, but without giving up your rights? First, don't ignore the knock. If the police believe someone is in danger and you're ignoring them, they might escalate. You want to show you're cooperative, but firm about your privacy. Here is the playback. If you have a chain lock on your door, use it. Or better yet, step outside onto your porch and close the door behind you. Do not stand in the open doorway. By closing the door behind you, you have physically cut off their line of sight into your private space. The officer will likely say something like, "We got a call about the noise. We need to come inside and check that everything is okay." This is a request, not an order. They're asking for consent. If you say sure, you just waived your Fourth Amendment rights. Instead, stay calm, be polite, and use these words. "Officer, I apologize if we were being too loud. I will turn the volume down immediately. However, I do not consent to any searches, and I do not consent to you entering my home." If they push back, and they might, and say, "We just want to look around. If you have nothing to hide, it shouldn't be a problem." Do not get into an argument. Do not get angry. Simply repeat the line, "I understand and I will keep the noise down, but I do not consent to a search without a warrant. Am I free to go back inside?" Now, a crucial safety tip. If the police claim they have a warrant, ask to see it. If they claim they are coming in anyway due to an emergency, do not physically resist. Never physically block an officer or fight them. That is a guaranteed way to get hurt or charged with a felony. If they force their way in, stand back and say clearly, "I do not consent to this search. I am not resisting, but I am not consenting." Then you remain silent. Remember, the goal of a noise complaint interaction is de-escalation. The officers usually just want the call cleared so they can go back on patrol. If you step out, close the door, apologize for the noise, and assure them it will stop, that usually solves the problem without them ever setting foot on your carpet. Knowing this difference between a request and an order is what keeps your home private. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps get this information to more people who need it. And don't forget to subscribe so you're ready for the next scenario. Stay safe, stay smart, and know your rights.